Hey, how's it going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here. Happy Mondays or Tuesdays to you guys. So if you didn't see, I downloaded The Evil Within and I have been streaming it. I just figured it'd be a little bit easier to do it that way because I wanted to test out the, I'm using GeForce to stream now. I was using OBS prior to that, and then a long time ago, XSplit. And I realized that GeForce has a streaming feature, so I was like, you know what, I'll give that a try. Since I use Shadow Play for recordings. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a go. And so far it's worked well. I've had to mess around with it a little bit, but other than that, it works pretty well. The only thing that I've realized, and you guys can tell me if you know better or not, the only thing that I realized was... That's my cord moving. With OBS, I had a few different things set up, like how streamers have it if someone follows or subscribes or whatever the shit, like little things pop up and it makes a noise and yada yada. So I had a few little things like that set up, and then I realized, I'm like, oh right, I'm like, I'm not gonna have that on this because I didn't put it on here, and I don't know if you can put something like that on there or not. I'm like, I have no idea. I think this might be more of like a simplified form of how to stream. It just literally goes off of what is on your screen, and it does like, and you can't not show your desktop, which really isn't that bad for me because it's not like I'm hiding anything from you guys. It's not like I got anything weird on my desktop, but you can't not show your desktop. It just essentially captures whatever's on your screen. But other than that, if it's for something just simple and just to be nice, quick, and easy, it's pretty cool because it's like, where do you want your webcam at? Okay, you have these 3 sizes to choose from, and it just places it in standard A, B, C, D position. And then you can show, it will show you the number of viewers you have. You can post that. It will show you when you're live, and it will also show you like FPS and stuff, and you choose like what corner you want it in. So it's nice because it's super simple and it's super easy. But as far as if I was trying to get intricate again with my streaming and at least put some little extra things into it, I'm not sure how well you can do it. I've only streamed twice so far. And then good news, everyone. Today is my day off, so I'll be streaming some Evil Within tonight. I will probably try and post some highlights for those of you who might have missed it. I only really cut out one highlight so far that really struck me as, oh yeah, that's something that I would do. Like, you guys will see it and be like, yeah, that's... Yep, I expected that type of gameplay from you. Not surprised at all, but I think it's quite humorous. I posted on my Facebook fan page, though, so if you guys weren't on there, you might have, or if you were on there, you might have seen it. So I'm going to be streaming tonight. I never really give a time because I have no idea when I'm going to decide to, quite honestly. But just look out for it. So if you guys are on the Facebook fan page, part of the Headphones Hellions group on Steam, or follow me on Twitch, all of those links are down below. I post on every single thing. Well, technically Twitch tells you, but on the other ones, I will post exactly when I'm streaming. So if you see a post being like, yo, I'm streaming, like, here's a link to my stream, like, it's going on right then and there. Unless you're like hours late, it might not be. So yeah, so I am streaming Evil Within 2. I will do it at some point today. I believe my next day off is Wednesday, so I will do some streaming on Wednesday as well because I'm getting into Evil Within 2. It is a pretty cool game, and it is lots of fun. I don't do the best, but I'm slowly learning. On the bright side, for those of you guys who missed it, I will look a little bit better because I've learned how to do some things since stumbling through the beginning, which is pretty nice. What else was I going to say? There was something else. I swear I was going to tell you guys something. Oh, so interesting little thing in my life as of recently, and another move that would happen to me because I don't pay attention. So anyway, so a few days ago, I don't know if any of you guys live in the South, but the South had got snow, and I woke up and everyone, like, you know, I heard people talking the prior day, like, oh, like, we're supposed to get some snow, like an inch or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Anyway, I had work that day, the day that it was supposed to snow, and I work about, I live about 50 minutes from where my work is, so I have quite the commute. So I get up and I get dressed and blah, blah, and I start driving, and it wasn't snowing where I was, but the further I drove, like, the more it actually started to snow. So I'm like, oh, this is, like, super cool, because I haven't lived in northern Illinois in some time, so I haven't got to see snow sort of in a while. Like, I've went places where there was snow, so it's not like I haven't seen it in a super long time, but obviously I don't see it as often as I would if I lived in Illinois, where it snows every winter. and you get lots of it on most occasions. So anyway, so I'm driving up there, and the closer I get, like the more snow we get, I'm like, oh, sweet, like, look at all this snow, this is pretty cool. And then I pull off to where my exit is, and I see that the street light's out, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, the light is out. And then I'm like looking around, and I see the lights around me out, and I'm just like, huh. I'm like, uh-oh. So I pull into my work parking lot, and it is just almost empty. Not quite empty, but almost empty. And I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like, we're not open. And we have a group. If you guys have heard of GroupMe before, it's like an app where you can set up an account. Anyone can get invited to whatever group, and it's just a group messaging system is what it is. So we use GroupMe for our work app to connect and work things, and I firmly have the mentality of, well, I'm not at work right now, so I'm not gonna fucking check it because I ain't getting paid to look at work shit. Like, I'm very much I'm home, and I'm just going to do nothing and not look at that thing at all because I'm at home, and I don't want to think of work when I'm at home or deal with it when I'm at home. So I'm very much that person. I will not be that person anymore on account of the store was closed due to weather and due to the fact that the power was out. And if I would have checked GroupMe, they would have been like, hey guys, we're closed today due to weather and the power being out. So I like show up and I just double check just to make sure. And I walk up to the door and sure enough there's a sign saying we're closed. And this is the best thing. Well, it's not really the best thing, this is a lie, but this is the best thing ever. Is our customer base is just, and this is probably really just customers in general. Like, I don't understand them, man. There's a guy in his truck sitting outside, and I, like, look at the door or whatever, and I just take a picture and post it on GroupMe, and I'm like, should have checked GroupMe, and then they're all fucking laughing because they know, I'm the person, like, most people live, like, within 15 to less minutes to work, and I'm the person who has to drive 50 minutes just to get to work, so they know that I drove a long fucking way just to get here, and, what was it? What am I thinking? Oh, yeah. So anyway, so I'm just like, whatever. I'm just going to approach this dude in his truck. I'm like, hey, are you waiting for Verizon to open? And they're like, yeah, are you guys opening? And I'm like, well, the sign on the door says we're closed for the day because of weather and the power's out, so I'm going to go ahead and say no. And he was already sitting there when I got there. So I'm just kind of like, how long have you been sitting there, buddy? And you had to have gotten out of your car if you intended to go in, see the sign on the door, and he's just still sitting out there. And I'm just like, yeah, the sign says that it's closed for the day. I mean, I missed the memo too, but, you know, like, there's not any power, so there's not really anything that can be done. And he holds up his box and he's like, yeah, my home phone's not working. Like, the battery's going dead. Okay? Well, I would help you, but we're closed. So, yeah. Where can I get another battery? Do you guys sell the batteries? Well, no, we don't sell these batteries that are in here, but they're like your average kind of batteries that you can find at like the store. They're like the ones that are like the AA batteries that are wrapped in some kind of like, you know, plasticky thing. Rubbery, not rubber, I don't know. I don't know what it is. They're wrapped in some kind of thing, like, all together, and then they got, like, a little cord sticking out. You know what I mean? You guys have probably all seen those. So they're like that. I'm like, no, but you can find those at, like, I would assume Battery Depot or, you know, any of these other places. And he's just like, so you guys don't sell them here? I'm like, no, and even if we did, we're closed, so I couldn't anyway. I'm like, I'm just a lowly rep, man. I don't got the power to open these doors, nor the power to turn on the power, so nothing I can really do. So I'm like talking to this guy for like 5 minutes, and he's showing me his little flip phone and his home phone device and all this stuff, and I'm just like, finally got to like a break in it. Well, I'm like, all right, well, you have a good day. I'm gonna start heading back home now because my work's closed. Like, I just like, and it's always kind of older people too on most occasions, and I just don't understand them. It's like they don't give up, and I'm just like, why are you still here? Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what do we not understand? I'm so confused right now. And it was a treat. And honestly, I wasn't really mad about my fuck up because, as I said, like, it wasn't really snowing where I live. It did a little bit, but it wasn't really snowing where I live. So I was pretty excited because I got to drive in snow. I had to put my Jeep in snow mode. When I click on snow mode, there's like a little picture of a Jeep on my dashboard, and it fucking is like, you're in snow, bro. And it's a picture of a Jeep going through snow. And I'm like, oh, look, it's so cute. Like, I discovered that. That was pretty exciting. And I had an easy time getting there because I lived in the north, so I'm not afraid to drive in snow, and I know relatively how to drive in snow, and I got a Jeep and I got snow mode. So I'm like, the speed limit on these roads, like some of the highways, is like 70. Normally I go about 80, but since it was snowing, I was like, yeah, I'll go about 70, 75. So I'm just kind of going in and out of all the slow people because they're all going like 40 and stuff, and I'm just like, dude, like, get out of the fucking way. Because most of the time, it wasn't really sticking at all, and it wasn't really freezing. Like, if you guys have ever been in snowy areas, sometimes it will snow, but it won't quite freeze when it hits the ground, and it just kind of melts. So that's kind of how it was. So I'm like, it's not really any different than driving in rain at that point until you really see slush and things on the road. For the most part, I mean, there could be black ice, but the temperatures were going between like 32 and 33. If you guys don't know, 32 is freezing point. So I'm like, okay, nothing's gonna happen. So I cruised pretty well, weaving in and out of people the whole way there. So it worked pretty well for me. Yeah. Anyway, that's what went on in my life. I check GroupMe before I go to work now. That's a lie. I didn't do it yesterday. I still don't do it. Whatever. If I think that I might need to check it, I will try and check it more often. On another note, it's gonna be a long vlog. So I got a new webcam. I'm not using it because apparently it doesn't work on here. And what I mean is, so I just use Logitech webcam software I've always used it to record because it came with my other webcam, or rather it's like, hey, download this and you can manage it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's what I've just been using because it just works. It's like, record button, yes. Stop, okay. Like, it makes it nice and simple, and I like simplicity because I tend to fuck things up. I don't know if I told you guys about how I fucked up my computer the other day. I'll tell you that too. There's going to be a long vlog. I hope you guys got nothing going on. I'll tell you that in a moment. Because I don't think I did yet. I'm like the dumbest person who likes computers. It's crazy. Anyway, so I got a new webcam because I heard about this and some people were telling me about this. And I was like, oh, this is super cool because apparently you can do the background replacement on here, which I've seen like when I watch streamers. I see it. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And it has like, I don't know, I guess it's, you know, it's not too different from mine, but you can do background correction, things like that. It's supposed to be a really good webcam as well. And I've had mine for a few years. Now, granted, mine is actually one of the ones people still are like the main go-to, but I was like, you know what? I've had mine for years. This would be cool to try and dabble with. And it turns out that this webcam does not work with the Logitech webcam software. I don't know why. I would think that they all would, but it doesn't. Now, technically, I could turn it on, but like I think it will only record in 480p for some reason. So I need to figure out what to do with that because I'm just like, well, what do I record without? Because I've been using Logitech since like I started my YouTube channel, guys. I've always been using Logitech. So I'm just kind of like, what do I record with? Like, I understand the streaming aspect of it, but I'm like, what about this? What about, oops, sorry guys, what about this? I'm like, I don't know. So I plugged in my old webcam because I'm like, I have a bunch of other shit that I want to do, and I want to get set up for streaming and things like that. But before that, I have some errands to run. So it was like, well, I ain't going to fuck with this today. But this is my new webcam. I will use it while I stream because it should work then. So I will try and use it today. I don't know. I'll see if I can figure out the background replacement. I downloaded the program for it, but I was trying to download it and get it all set up for this so I could get this out of the way, and it didn't work. Anyway, let me tell you the story about how I fucked up my computer as well. I have so many stories to tell. Oh my god, it's been so long since we last talked, guys. Every now and then we have to have a really long vlog where if you guys got nothing else to do, you can listen to me talk for long amounts of time. So anywho, I've told you guys about my friend Will before. He is like my computer genius to me, and I just adore him. And if I ever fucking have a problem, he always fixes it out. Even if it's like the most fucking intricate bullshit, he's like one of those smartest motherfuckers. To me, he's like the smartest motherfucking person I know. And I'm not gonna lie, there will be other smart people that will give me advice, but I trust Will so much that I'll be like, I'm gonna go ask Will because I trust him more, and I want to make sure he says the same thing. So I feel bad, but at the same time, like I just have so much faith and trust in him that I kind of really only listen to him on most occasions. If I have some really serious problem, not all the time, but I tend to double consult with him. But anyway, so I sometimes like to try and do things on my own because I'm like, you know what? I'm capable. I've dealt with computers before, and I'm slowly learning things. And really, the way I learn is by fucking it up. Let's be honest. The way I learn is by fucking shit up and then having to fix it and having Will help me fix it. But anyway, so I was trying to find my app data folder because I was going to do something. Oh, I was trying to look for highlights. I was trying to look for highlights from my stream because I was seeing, because G4 said something about your highlights will go there, whatever. And I was trying to see how that works or where that was at. It's under like your users, whatever, app data folder. And I had that hidden currently. So I'm like, okay, I know it's hidden. It's there. I just have to unhide it. Well, somehow I ended up, like, so my computer is under T-Rose. Like, that's my user. So I ended up hiding my T-Rose folder. And then I ended up hiding my users folder after that. So those are both missing. And I'm like, well, fuck. All I'm doing apparently is hiding stuff. I don't know why, you guys. As I said, like, I'm the dumbest person who likes playing with computers and learning technology, but I'm pretty fucking stupid at it. But I try. Bless my heart, you guys, I try. At least compared to the average person on the face of this planet, I would like to say I'm smarter than them when it comes to technology. It can be debatable, you guys. I understand it can be debatable, but I like to think that, you know, I know some things, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I got this. But anyway, so I ended up hiding them. And then I'm just like, well, fuck. I don't know how to unhide them. That's what my whole goal was. But apparently I clicked, I don't know, I clicked something that instead of like showing hidden, I just hid more of my apps or more of my folders. So like I'm hiding all these folders and I'm just like, I don't know what to do now. So I'm just like, whatever, that's no big deal. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Well, I go to bed, I shut down my computer, I wake up, my mouse isn't working. And I told you guys about this problem before, but my mouse was working. Like, I can move, I'm like literally, I don't know why I'm moving my mouse around the monitor, like you guys can see me move my mouse, like, look it guys, it works. So my mouse wasn't working. It moves around the monitor, and it will highlight things in essence. Like if I put it over an application, it shows a little kind of grayed out box over it, right? But it won't click on anything. So it absolutely will not respond to a single fucking thing. So eventually I'm just like, Will, I'm like, this is what I've done. This is what I was trying to do. This is what I've done. And now my mouse isn't working, and I assume it's somehow related to what I've done. So now we're trying to figure out how to, well, not figure out, he already knows how to do it. So the thing is, and I feel like a fucking keyboard god now, because I had to navigate my whole entire computer through my keyboard, because my keyboard works just fine. Everything registers on my keyboard. I can use all of the keys on it. So I feel like a keyboard god now, because Will is telling me how to literally navigate my whole entire computer and go through it through my keyboard, which really isn't, it's not really that difficult. I've just, when your first reaction is go to a mouse and whatever, like I wasn't really thinking about trying to use some of these quick keys on here. And not only that, I wasn't aware of all of them either, so I wasn't 100% aware of all the different quick keys. So we're using quick keys. We finally unhide my folders, reveal my AppDad folder. My mouse still isn't working. And then it turns out that if I hit my Windows key and then I type in Logitech, because I have a, yeah, if I type in Logitech, right? Try it out now. Logitech. Yeah. If I type in Logitech and I go to Logitech gaming software and I hit enter on that, when the moment it enters that program, because my mouse is through that program, the moment it enters that program, my mouse starts working. So I still haven't quite fixed it yet. Me and Will have to mess with that, but every time I restart my computer, my mouse doesn't work. I hit my Windows key, I type Logitech, I use my arrows, I drop down to it, and then I hit motherfucking enter, and then my mouse will start working. So me and him still have to go over fixing the fact that it does that. But on the bright side, my mouse works. So I don't really give a shit, because all I know is I have to do those quick, easy steps and my mouse works. But I still have that fucked up. So it's not quite fixed. But on the bright side, I know how to make it work. So I've learned a lot lately, you guys. I've learned many things. And you know what? To me, that's okay. Does it create a funny story? Yes. Does it make me look kind of stupid? Yeah, but you know what? On the bright side is I tend to learn more things by fucking it all up and then having Will help me figure it out and then learning all those things. And I'm like, you know what? It was a learning experience. I know things now. I'm smarter. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to this week. I feel like a lot has happened this week. Oh my gosh, you guys. Lots have happened. Anyway, this is like going on 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, this vlog is so long. I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you guys now, and then I'm going to go do errands, and then I'm going to try and figure out this other camera that I have and see if I can maybe make my background disappear by the time that we stream tonight. So keep an eye out for that, guys. You want to see me play Evil Within, get a little scared, scream at things, fuck up badly? Keep your eyes out for that. Bye.
Feel my power.